Now, I've spent the last 5 years being bullied by a Logie-winning red-headed comedian, and this year I am making a change. I've decided to hire a Logie-winning red-headed comedian with some damn manners. So it's my pleasure to welcome the Weekly's new correspondent, star of Rosehaven, Luke McGregor. Luke, welcome to the show.
Charlie, thanks for having me. It's good to be here. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you'd noticed it under the lights, but I've had some stuff done to my face.
Yeah, I barely noticed. It's quite red.
It's a dermatological treatment. Dermatological? Anyway, they put a bit of cream on your face, you stand out in the sun and it burns off sun damage, so it helps prevent skin cancer in the future.
Oh, that's great. And it's just great that you had it done on the very week that you started on the Weekly. That's terrific. Awesome.
Yeah, I've been so lucky to get an appointment. I could have moved it, but I forgot to.
I just found out that you have an actual economics degree.
Yeah.
How are you going to be using that on the Weekly?
Well, my dad and I argue a lot at Christmas about different economic issues. It's kind of a yearly tradition. So I thought, what a good chance to use the Weekly as a way of telling my dad things that I would have said if I had more time to think about it.
Right, so you're using the show to passively aggressively win an argument that you're having with your dad?
Yes. I've called the segment LUKENOMICS. It was at a economic. And I should warn you, I've been trying to physically isolate at home, so I've been filming it all from my house, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't think you'll notice. I've tried to make it look professional, but just bear that in mind as you watch it. Today we're exploring the magical world of negative gearing. This is a conversation I had with my parents at Christmas, sort of. I'm paraphrasing. I'm also playing all the characters myself, but I'd be surprised if you notice. Without negative gearing, we wouldn't have our investment property. Yes, but it's keeping home buyers out of the housing market, Mum. Then get a real job. Comedian is a real job, Dad. It would be if you were funny. Oh, you son of a...
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it played out. Let's find out what is negative gearing.
Okay, here we go. This is a house. This is a bucket.
The water in the bucket represents money in your bank account. So if you take out a loan to buy an investment property and the money that property earned you, say rental income, is less than the money it cost you to pay off the loan, you are now leaking money. Negative gearing allows you to reduce the amount of income tax you pay, so you're not leaking as much money overall.
All right, so let's go to an auction. Here's a house for sale.
And these are 3 potential buyers. Toad wants to buy his first place to live in with his family, using all his Mario Kart winnings. Link wants to buy the house as an investment, but he can only afford it if he pays less income tax thanks to negative gearing. Lucy the llama also wants to buy the house as an investment, but she can afford to buy it without any help from the government. So getting rid of negative gearing would probably mean this house ends up selling for less because old mate Toad here is only up against one other person, Lucy, who doesn't need negative gearing to afford the place. Now, Link can still invest in property, he just has to search for properties that he can afford without government assistance, like this beautiful place. I'm really sorry, I can't draw.
Yeah, so that's just a quick summary of a very...
Yo!
Sorry?
Hey Luke, I'm the government. How does negative gearing affect me?
You lose money because people pay less tax.
Ah, bummer. I need that money for roads and keeping UFOs secret and stuff.
Also, any government programs that are designed to help first-home buyers might not work as well because you're putting money in investors' pockets at the same time, so they kind of cancel each other out. So are UFOs real?
I've said too much. See you, loser.
Okay, so that is negative gearing. Well, it's a very short summary of a complex issue. Don't really have time to go into more detail than that. I mean, just don't write in and say you forgot about blah, 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 blah. I know, okay, it's a very short segment, okay, it's like a fit in. Anyway, now that we understand a bit more about negative gearing, let's check back in with my parents. I understand it makes things more expensive for home buyers, but we're not rich and it makes investing in property a lot less risky. I'm not saying we get rid of it entirely, Mum, but perhaps it could just apply to new builds or the first investment property people purchase. I reckon if you can't afford a house to live in, stop crying and start renting something. That's because you got into the market when a house cost a bag of rocks. If you worked hard, you'd have more rocks to buy houses with. Your head's full of rocks.
Rosehaven sucks.
I'll kill you.
Wow, thanks, Luke. And And you say that you made that yourself?
Yeah. You're going to get Tom Gleeson back next week, aren't you?
Yes, but you as well. We'll have both of you back next week. It was great. Thank you very much. You know, there's some online tutorials you can.
I've got a lot on, but I don't have time to. I got to scratch my face.
See you next week, Luke.
Thanks, mate.